So here we go, guys. We got a Blizzard, and we're gonna whip that out here for you guys. Once again, old viewers, new viewers, old viewers know, new viewers, anybody who's just stumbling across this video, guys. I'm doing a 1,000 subscriber challenge. So tell your friends. We get 1,000 subscribers, guys, and I'm gonna give away a ready to run scale trail truck like the TRX4 Bronco. Not that one, but a brand new one, or whatever the viewers choose. I'm probably gonna, pick like 7 vehicles to choose from, within a certain price range, probably right around the price range of the TRX4 Bronco, or possibly the RC 4-wheel drive Marlin Crawlers TF2, which I think would probably be the top of the price list. Nevertheless, guys, gonna do a 1,000 subscriber challenge. We get 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna say blah blah blah. We had 1,000 subscribers. Do a video on it. Let you guys throw out what vehicle you want. Excuse me here, guys. And then whoever, whatever vehicle pops up the most in the comments will be the one that we give away. And it's not sponsored by anybody but myself. It's not a paid giveaway. It has nothing to do with YouTube or any other associates or affiliates. It's all on me, guys. So, we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to give away a scale ready-to-run trail truck. We had 2,500 subscribers, guys, and I'll give away 2 ready-to-run scale trail trucks. And then the next number will be 5,000 subscribers, and then 10,000 subscribers, and we'll go up from there. But I plan on doing more giveaways, guys. So, stick with me if you want. Would appreciate it if you guys watch the videos, of course. But and ultimately, that's what it's going to take to get the truck. When I whip out that 1,000 subscriber challenge video, once we hit 1,000 subs, if you're not watching the videos, you probably won't get that, that video, or it probably won't be sent to you due to YouTube's algorithm. So, it would be advantageous for everybody to watch the videos just to, see when that video is released, so you can get in on that giveaway. So here we go, guys. Here we got the Blizzard, and you know what? I already unboxed this, guys, and I ran it around. And to be honest with you, I was under the impression that the Blizzard was going to come with a lipo battery, and it came with a 1,800 milliamp nickel metal hydride battery. And you know what? I was kind of a idiot, I guess you could say, and I hooked up a Gens Ace 5,000 milliamp 50C 2S lipo up to this truck, or up to the Blizzard. I'm getting ready to install this Gens Ace 5,000 milliamp lipo. It's a 50C. Woo-wee. She's going to be dumping out the power quick. And she couldn't handle the power, Captain. She ended up coming apart. The poor thing caught on fire. Burned up the ESCs, burned through the plastic cover above the ESCs, and also burned through the Lexan cover, which protects the motor and ESC from getting wet. So it burned through 3 layers of plastic, essentially. And, almost caught the truck on fire. So I ended up, taking the body off at ASAP, unplugged the power, and just kind of, let the flames die out, or whatever, so to speak. But since then, guys, this is all happened in a few days. Since then, I've reworked on the vehicle. I hooked up 2 axial AE5 ESCs, 1 for each motor, and I'm powering it with 2 WL Toys 7.4 volt 2S lipos. They're 2,200 milliamps a piece, and they're 25C withdrawal rating or whatever. So each one of those battery packs going to the motors that are in that vehicle, which are twin RS370s, it should give it a runtime of at least 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in that range, I would imagine. But we'll get it on video and see what it actually does. All right, guys. So here's a look at our vehicle. Once again, already out of the box. Pretty nice aesthetically. Big fat tracks on it. Not too sure on the width. I would say a good 3.5 inches or so. Body on it, you guys. You know what? I like the paint job. I like the way it's kind of splattered on the side. It looks pretty cool. But up on the roof, I don't know, man. It's kind of crappy up on the roof there. I don't know if they wanted to make it a fine line between the black and the gray. That would have been nice if it was a nice straight line. Or if it was a little bit more scattered like that, it would look cool. But that just kind of looks like crap, in my opinion. Other than that, though, not too shabby. Here's a look at our damage. The Lexan cover, which got a burn through it from the ESC catching on fire. Like I said, it burned through the protective cover that goes over top of the receiver and the ESCs. There's one ESC here, another one up in front of it for each motor. But burned through the one on the left that powers the tracks on the right-hand side. The one that powers the tracks on the left-hand side was still intact. Once again, that was running on a 50C 2S lipo 5000 milliamp. And this is what happens when you hook up a 7.4 volt 2S lipo to a vehicle that came with an 1800 milliamp NiCad battery. Cooked ESC. Cooked pretty good. Blew out the controller for the right side of the motor on this Kyosho Blizzard. Melted a hole right through the cover on it. And right through the protective cover for the servos and all that good stuff. Just got this thing, guys, a couple hours ago. Just did an unboxing on it. And then, yeah, cooked the ESC. You really have no idea how bad that smells. So here's our current setup, guys. Right here is where the original battery would have sat. There's a couple plastic tabs here with a Velcro strap on it. I removed those plastic tabs off, and so that way the ESCs can sit flat on the bottom of the tray. Use some Velcro to hold these in place, and basically covered the holes on the bottom of the tray from the battery Velcro strap clips or whatever. So the Velcro is covering over the holes on the bottom. And here are two WL Toys 7.4 volt 2S lipos 2200 milliamp 25C. They are not currently mounted. They're just kind of resting in the back here. That axle that you see going through the back doesn't actually spin. That sits solid. That is basically just going to this torsion bar for the rear drive wheel or whatever you want to call it. So I basically just have the batteries kind of resting in here, guys, for the time being. And it works out pretty good. You know, I don't know if I have this hooked up necessarily right. If you plug in one battery going through one ESC, it will power up both ESCs through the receiver. But it doesn't necessarily move around too well. So you need to have both batteries hooked up to it. I'm not too sure what that'll do to the receiver, having two batteries going through it. I don't know if it can handle it, what the deal's going to be with that, or, you know, any kind of feedback from it. I don't know. Just not too sure on what that's going to do. I guess I'll find out in the long run. So currently we have the ESC here on the right, going to the motor on the right, ESC on the left, going to the motor on the left. I also soldered on new wires to the motor. They had some real small, thin gauge wires going to the back of the motors. I soldered on some regular bullet connectors and, you know, regular 540 diameter wire to each one of the motors, just to give it a little bit more flow. And that's what we're looking at, basically. Also added a pintle hitch here on the back too, guys, just for towing purposes. But there is a little plastic groove here that can be removed on the back of the vehicle. And that is for an optional tiller unit that you can get for it right there. So if the time comes that I ever want to get this optional tiller unit, I'll just remove the pintle hitch for putting that on. FYI, you can also get an FPV camera for it, and an aluminum plow cradle for the front, along with chrome wheels or whatever, and metal tracks, blah, blah, blah. Blizzard, it's been out forever. Everybody knows that. Alright guys, here's our basic radio, 4-channel radio, up, down, left, right on both sticks. Power button right over here, power switch. These are your servo reversing switches for channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, and then there's a VMix switch. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really don't know what that VMix switch is for. I looked in the manual, couldn't find nothing on it. And then we got a bind switch over here on this side. In the manual, it also shows a controller with a rocker switch up here in the corner for dual rate switch is what that's for. And this one didn't come with it, so, you know, don't know what's going on there. But the way they have this set up, guys, this is channel 1, this is channel 2, this is channel 3, and this is channel 4 as far as the switch layout. Initially, channel 1 was hooked up to the blade on the front. So left to right was up and down on the blade. Alright guys, so what I did is I ended up moving the blade from channel 1 over to channel 4, over to this side. It's just more user friendly for me to have it right there. Channel 2 is going to the ESC on the right hand side and the motor on the right hand side. Channel 3, ESC on the left hand side, motor on the left hand side. Channel 1 now, which is not being used, I'd imagine you can hook up for that optional tiller unit on the back. Basic controller runs on 4 AA batteries and also has a trainer port on the back there that you can plug into. 2.4 gig. So there's our basic truck, guys. I'll plug it in here for you guys and get her fired up here so you can see what's happening. Alright guys, so right now I just have one battery plugged in, and you can see that both ESCs are lighting up. With the controller on, I can raise and lower the blade on the front. I can move the left track, and I can also move the right track. But it doesn't have that much power, so you basically need to have both batteries hooked up in order to really take advantage of everything. Really, not only does it not have much power, but once you start moving forward and you're using both joysticks at the same time, powering both tracks, then it really loses power. So you definitely need to have both batteries plugged in. Alright guys, we'll give it a little run here. I'm in my pole barn right now. Very limited space, guys, so I gotta be careful not to hit anything here. But it definitely works pretty good with its current setup. So alright guys, I got the body back off of it. Batteries are unplugged. Feeling the receiver. It is cool to the touch, not warm at all. ESCs are both cool to the touch too. So yeah, once again, don't know if what it's going to do to the receiver in the long run, but for the moment, everything seems to be working pretty good. So I'm going to run it and see how it works. And there we go, guys. There's our two new vehicles sitting side by side, the TRX4 Bronco and the Kyosho Blizzard. Once again, Blizzard is not new. TRX4 Bronco, relatively new. New guys that haven't seen any videos on that. It has been lifted, or not, the suspension hasn't been lifted, but I did lift the body, 2 notches on the front body mounts, 2 notches on the rear front bumper mount where it mounts to the frame. I reversed it, flipped it upside down, reattached the bumper so to match the body, raised up the rock sliders on the sides so the body can lock into the rock sliders. Haven't done anything with the rear bumper yet. Probably going to get a front bumper mount for it so it sits at the right level. Also installed some lights on it and colored the clear lenses on the front with an orange neon Sharpie, courtesy of RC Sparks. That's where I got the idea for that. Works out pretty good and looks realistic. So that's where we're at right now, guys. This is Jim from RC After Dark. Thanks for watching once again, and don't forget about the 1,000 subscriber challenge. Gonna be giving away a truck, so you know, share the video with your friends. You know, feel free to subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. Faster we hit 1,000, faster we give away a car. So thanks. That's it for right now, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.